Oh, man, you're Brandon Harris with Union Elite, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Man, what's good? I'm MP.
Right, you that Vermont dude. Yeah, I heard you passed up on the chance to play with us.
Oh, man, y'all just got so much talent, especially with you, bro. High flyers is just more my style of ball.
Or what style is that? Sloppy? Undisciplined?
I don't know about all that. You know, if we're so sloppy, why do we keep winning?
You haven't played us yet.
Right, which means you ain't beat us yet. Brandon.
You haven't watched my tapes yet, have you?
No, I've seen a little. You aight. It's just, I'm better. But don't stress yourself out about that. You'll find out why in a second.
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the High Flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. But none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking tonight. Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game. It's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Lou Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role. And the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. The starting five for the High Flyers tonight has Devontae Mills orchestrating the point, Brock handling the shooting guard duties, O'Neal and Ben Gov at the forward spots, and manning the middle is going to be MP at center. Now here's Diaz. Mitchell outside. Oh, and almost a 4-point play right there, but instead he'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Putting pressure on the D. Mitchell's rewarded with the trip to the line.
Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them, so at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient and focused players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen Union Elite.
Now Harris. Outside Diaz. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer Bird. Offensive board. A nice shot from Harris.
Brandon Harris has such a nose for points. He figures out different ways to put the ball in the hoop.
Down low. Harris comes down with the board.
He makes a courageous attempt to get inside, but the defense forms a wall and he can't get past.
Three-pointer Bird. The High Flyers grab the miss. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Robert. Diaz. And here's Bird. Jake Bird misses again. Right side, MP. Now here's Brock. The tray. High Flyers with another miss. Bird outside. Tries a three. Mitchell outside. He goes up again. And Harris with the lay-in. It doesn't take a lifelong scout to understand why Harris is a blue chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the rim from multiple levels. That's almost required for primary option big men these days. And Harris is a perfect fit for that kind of role. No one to blame but himself. He should definitely have finished that one off.
Pass to Mills. On the wing, O'Neal. MP makes it off the glass.
Great job to get his feet wet in the paint and convert with a very nice finish.
Outside Diaz. Mitchell outside. The three from Harris. MP grabs the miss.
Well, when you got a shot like that, you've got to take it.
Hey, sometimes good shots just don't fall, but it's still a good look.
And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from MP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself.
Pass to O'Neal. MP. Back to O'Neal. Now Mills. MP. Defended by Harris. And Devontae Mills with the three.
For a guy like Devontae Mills, we know he can run an offense. We see it. He can distribute the rock at such a high level. So whenever he's making threes, that really would raise his stock if he can do it consistently.
That's not a shot they'll want to see him take again anytime soon.
He'll learn over time. Good shot selection comes with a lot of repetition.
And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
No good on that one. That one is no good. Union Elite trailing here. Pass now to Harris. Outside Pagan. Polish. That three off the mark. Here's MP. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 of 8 shooting night.
They just knew where each other were, and that comes from practicing together.
They are desperate for a score here, to say the least.
Their last score getting farther and farther away. They need to get something going.
And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these team show is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
And it's the Union Elite with the rebound. Here's Walker. Kicks it to Pagan. To the middle. Now Harris. The shot's good. Pagan making the play.
We often talk about bigs that you can rely on down in the paint, and Harris is always somebody in our conversation.
Timeout called. The high flyers talk things up. Both teams making a change here.
Substitution for high flyers.
The high flyers with the lead. And you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Now here's Mills. He has 6 to the paint. And that one's good for Brock.
The defense was giving Brock a hard time, but he stayed nimble and was able to get there.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Back to Harris. Lays it up and banks it in.
The moment he's free of his defender, he's headed to the hoop. That's a textbook use of the play.
Pass to Callahan. MP. Here's Brock.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Mills. Shoots over Mitchell. And the high flyers tack on 2 more. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it, but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
MP, no good. And Union Elite with possession. Here's Kolish, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Outside O'Neal. MP, guarded by Mitchell. And here's MP. He's got 10. It's good, and he's now 6 for 11.
Lead pass that keeps their offensive momentum flowing.
Harris outside. Union Elite again can't hit it. On the wing, Brock. Back to MP. Yes, and it's Brock picking up the assist. Shot clock and game clock separated by 5. Now Bird. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Over Brock. MP grabs the miss. Left side, O'Neal. He got up. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
How about that, folks? A perfect finish to the half for them as they tack on another 3 points onto the lead.
So we conclude the first half. High Flyers out in front, leading by 10. Don't move a muscle. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
And it's finished off by Harris.
There are screens, and then there are Brandon Harris screens. He's got more mass than most. He wipes out defenders and allows a lot of room to be created out of nowhere for a score.
Now MP. He's got 14. Mills on the wing. 6 to shoot. Misses the 3. Bird on the wing. Guarded by O'Neal. Diaz. Try to bank it in, but it misses. And it's High Flyers with the ball. They're leading by 8. Back to MP. The kick out to O'Neal. Passes to MP. And here's Brock. Shoots over Mitchell. And it's Brock missing. They just can't get anything going offensively.
And you can see the frustration mounting. They just don't know who to turn to for points.
A nice shot by Robert.
A second effort from the big Robert. Coach and scouts love to see that.
Here's MP. Can't cash it in from close range. Union Elite with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. They get it again. Harris with the bucket.
It's so easy to see why Harris is so highly regarded. He can get the orange in the hoop.
On the wing, it's MP. Brock. MP with it. 14 points for him. Pass to O'Neal. Gov to the inside. MP hits the front iron and it goes in.
Terrific find. Everyone loves playing with someone who can move the ball like that.
Here's Diaz. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky that he missed.
He's got to give that shot another chance.
MP, and the layup's good off the glass.
Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
Outside Diaz. Bird on the wing. Fades and shoots. And again, Union Elite get the bucket.
It looks pretty, but he doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that open.
And the High Flyers call time here.
Substitution for
The High Flyers leading. Pass MP. Yes, and it's Brock picking up the assist.
Playing with his head up, locates his teammate, gets him the rock.
Over to the left wing. Here's Robert. And again, Union Elite get the bucket.
Modern basketball really requires a respectable jumper from all 5 positions. And Robert, he's shaping his game to suit any team's needs. A nice J there.
Now MP. 20 points for him. Kicks it to Elmadawi. Back to MP. Brock up top. O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Gove with the bucket.
And this is where you have to talk. Defensively, guys, that was just too easy.
Bird outside. There's the screen. Now here's Mitchell. Shoots over O'Neal. Mitchell's shot is off. Kicks it to Elmadawi. MP. Brock outside. Return to MP. The kick out to O'Neal. And it's off from 3-point range. Union Elite trailing here. Inside. Robert. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice speed.
And let's note, not without challenge. I mean, Robert able to get bumped and still getting where he needed to be to score.
Elmadawi, covered by Robert. Back to MP. That's tipped. Stolen by Bird. Here's Mitchell. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
I know Coach loves to see his guys hustling. We even hear him talking about it in timeouts. Mitchell was working hard to capitalize on the fast break.
Down low. Rebound by Union Elite. Bird outside. To the paint. Here's Bullock. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I like the decision making there for Bird. Well done.
Now here's Brock. MP outside. O'Neal. Pass to Brock. Here's Elmadawi. On the wing, it's MP. Outside O'Neal. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That is the kind of range that you want to see. O'Neal showing his value and pouring in a little 3-pointer there.
And time called here. Union Elite. MP really making a difference in this one.
Continues to make them pay at the offensive end. The coaching staff has to mix things up at some point.
Brandon Harris, Kevin College, Christian Walker. Substitution for High Flyers.
And here's Robert. Kicks it to Walker. Polish. From outside, it's off the mark.
I don't think there's a person in the building who thought he was going to miss that.
Yeah, he had a wide open look. Wonder if he had maybe a little too much time.
Kept alive. Soft touch off the glass and in.
Well, in that tight, with that much of a height advantage, there's not a lot the D can do to stop that shot.
Left side, Harris. Puts one up from 19, and he swishes it.
From mid-range, Harris is able to showcase his size and skill.
Boy, what a battle it's been between these two stars. Harris and MP both doing a great job of finding their shots.
Absolutely. You can see that they know their teams are depending on them for offense. You wonder how long they can shoulder the load like that.
You gotta be better on the glass. Second chance points can come back to haunt you.
Yeah, they need to show more effort when they're rebounding the rock because that's inexcusable.
Now a timeout called by Union Elite. both teams will make a substitution.
Jake Bird, Mitch Mitchell, Lune Diaz. Substitution for high flyers.
And so Union Elite has it here. Trailing by 8 here. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Robert. And that's good. A nice job on the glass. And they pick up 2 on the second effort.
It might take the whole team to contest Robert. He's that good and close.
Outside Mills.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Of right side. Here's MP. Harris comes down with the board. Outside Diaz. Pass now to Harris. From outside the arc. The high flyers grab the miss.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up those bonehead threes like that. No, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. He makes it look so simple.
That one drops for 2.
Using his size around the rim, Drew Robert doing work in the paint.
Outside O'Neal. MP. And MP throws it down.
That basket just wouldn't have been possible without the nice pass inside.
Now Diaz. Pass now to Harris. And it's Harris slamming it home.
Big-time basket by Harris, showing he's not afraid of the moment.
And it's high flyers with the ball. 6-point game. To the middle. MP with the look. Mitchell brings down the board. And so Union Elite has it here. To the inside. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
In a momentous moment, Harris, star power, we're watching it rise. Steadies himself to compete in the clutch.
A basket here in this game might be done.
Yeah, but the main priority has to be taking care of the ball and using the clock to your advantage.
Return to MP. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Brendan Harris, second personal foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Brendan Harris, third personal foul.
And now they decide to intentionally foul.
Brendan Harris, fourth personal foul. At the line for the high flyers.
And no good as the first free throw misses for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
There's just so much you can do with Mills running the show. Half court, in transition, he can do it all over the floor.
Now a timeout called by Union Elite.
They need to use as little time as possible here. If they get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24 left, they'll have to foul.
6 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that's an intentional foul.
Jake Bird, second personal foul. At the line
He drops the first one, and that'll increase their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and now it's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Kicks it to Mitchell. Fires from deep. The high flyers grab the miss. MP with it. Second chance shot. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. So the high flyers win this one.
An impressive performance from the High Flyers in this one. You have to credit MP. He was an instrumental part of this win. You see the kind of potential that this kid has already.
Without question, Danny. And on the flip side for the Union Elite, a tough loss.
Well, Brandon Harris just didn't do enough in this game. He had his moments, but in the end, MP and his High Flyers were just too much to handle. But it's okay. They can't dwell on this. They've got to put it behind them and just move on.
And that'll do it for this one. And for Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for tuning in.
Man, that move I did like.
Yeah, good game out there, man.
Thanks.
People are talking.
Man, those guys were legit. I could see why Dion said they would have been a good fit for me.
Yeah, but I love how you didn't let up, even though you knew you made the All-Star team already.
Come on, I'm always 110.
Well, good. You're going to need to keep that same energy against the EYBL Select, because this is a huge opportunity to move up in the rankings for us. Can't stress that enough.
With all due respect, Mr. Kelly, I'm trying to be the MVP, so I know how important this game is.
If you could pull that off, that would be massive.
If. Come on, Austin Kelly. You gotta believe in me now. You're my agent.
You're an incredible talent, NP. But you're going against an entire team of incredible talents, not the least of which is your matchup, Ice McCall.
Yeah, I know all about bro.
Well, then you know to take him serious.
Look, definitely. Dude is a beast. But so am I.
I'm excited to see how you handle it.
I'm about to shock the world.